We are back. We're in the New York City Comic-Con. We'll be filming all weekend, talking to all the top creators, writers, artists, and such from the comic book world. We are speaking now to Arthur Suydam. You might know him from maybe the hottest comic book right now. He's doing the covers for Marvel Zombies. Mr. Suydam, how are you? Are you having fun at the New York Comic-Con?
Fun, having a good time here. Yeah, we're doing some sketches, we're selling some books, selling some paintings, we're having a good time.
Now, do you normally do a lot of the Comic-Cons that go around the country?
Well, I haven't in the past. I've always avoided them like the plague, but this year I'm starting to do some shows, and I'm glad that I'm going to see some shows. And this one seems pretty good. So
now
this
you'll...
will be the first day, but it's looking like it might be a good show.
Forget about it. It's going to be crazy tomorrow. Now let me ask, it seems that your work isn't customarily made for comic books. How did you get into comic books?
Well, I've always read them. I started reading them at age 4, started drawing them at age 5. I have an interest in other types of painting and illustration other than comics, but I bring that into comics. That's what I bring those styles into comics, and maybe that's why they look a little different too. I bring traditional oil painting and traditional drawing styles from the 16th and 17th century with me into the comic world, and that's my style, basically.
How did you get into the stuff that you are doing and the stuff that you normally do, the stuff that people know you for?
Well, let's see. We've got quite a variety here, so that's not the easiest question to answer, but you know, I'm a big fan of anatomy studies, so that's why I really got into the barbarian stuff. So I have a lot of barbarian drawings and paintings and comics out now. There's some right over there, Art of the Barbarian. I think that's a 3-part series, but I like doing that kind of work because I like figure drawing. So that gives me an excuse to practice and do my nudes, basically.
Now, I mentioned earlier you're doing the covers for maybe what's the hottest comic book right now, which is Marvel Zombies. How are you approached to do the covers for that?
Well, actually, Renee here went over to talk to some folks up at Marvel. They were looking to find an appropriate series for me, and there aren't many guys around that really paint in the comic industry at all. I'm one of the few. I think there's only a handful of us, really, and I think they like some of the samples that I showed them were very dark, like the Batman one you're seeing here. We showed them some of these things here, so they're pretty dark and pretty spooky, so I think that they saw the zombies and the skulls that I was painting, and they said, this looks like the guy for that job, and I think they were right. I think it's a good match. It's a good match for us.
Are you enjoying the whole success of the book itself, yeah?
Yeah, and I hope the series keeps going because it's a lot of fun, and each cover is more fun than the last one.
What can we look forward in seeing comic book wise for you in the next couple of months or in the next year?
I'm in Heavy Metal magazine every month. I've been in for about a year now. I have a brand new series that just started in Heavy Metal called Mudwogs 2. The zombie series is ongoing. We might have the red one to show it. We actually have a premiere for you guys of the new Marvel Zombies cover that nobody's seen yet because I just finished it about 2 days ago, and I haven't even mailed it into Marvel yet. So
it's a metalmachines.net comic books and stuff premiere exclusive from Mr. Arthur Suydam.
This is the 3rd printing edition.
And that's going to be the 3rd print for issue number 1. And that'll be coming out, or is it out already? Or is it coming out? Yeah.
It's probably going to press within a week or so. Yeah.
So a lot of zombies. What else am I working on?
We have Charlie and Flytrap through Image Comics. We also have Wind in the Willows book that's coming out this year. That's more his children's book art, the Wind in the Willows art. We have more calendars coming out. Another Art of the Barbarian book.
Yeah, these just came out. These are new.
Yeah, these calendars are new. We have
a Murloc book too.
Yeah, and this book just came out. This is the fantastic art of Arthur Suydam from Vanguard. This is a retrospect of Arthur's whole career, basically from the time he was just a kid until yesterday, practically.
And where can people find your art for sale if it is on the web, anywhere like that they can find?
My web address is www.evaink.publishing. It's EVAINK publishing.com. And I can give you all the information about original art, sheet clays, prints, books.
We will definitely put that up on our site for people who enjoy Mr. Suydam's art.
lot of work that I've been doing for DC and for Marvel. There's a lot of new work here.
And this is available in stores right now.
It's available in stores right now. So for the first time, this is the first year I started doing any superheroes. Here's a Conan. Let's see what else we got here. Back in here.
Do you like doing the hero stuff?
Yes, I do. Now I do. As I said, I kind of spending my whole career staying away from it, but now I'm just doing it this year. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Got Batman, X-Men, Justice League of America, Captain America. There's Justice League. So it's the type of stuff that I've never done before, and I'm having a good time doing it. There's Green Lantern. So.
What would you tell people trying to break into the comic book industry, maybe who are of a different genre like you are? What would you tell them? How would you think they would approach it?
Who are into a similar genre like I am?
Yeah, something that's just not straight up comic book work.
From pretty much what's considered a traditional illustrator's background. So what I would say to them is be fluent in hand materials and be fluent on digital material as well, just because that seems to be the direction that the whole world is really going. So make sure that they can paint with the various mediums, watercolors, inks, oil paints. Make sure that they can paint on the computer as well, because it's very competitive, and the companies are demanding a lot more knowledge of the computers from the artists. So and make sure that they know how to draw well. The foundation of all good artwork is good drawing, and so that's a skill that people have to practice their whole life. So I would never put that down. I'd always practice my figure drawing and always be a student. So while you're professional, make sure that you stay a student as well. Now, my advice.
Thank you, Arthur Suydam, currently on Marvel Zombies.